All right, I'd like to call the regular meeting agenda for the Plan Commission to order for Monday, September 12th, 2022 at 6 p.m. We are starting late at 6:27 p.m. Call the meeting to order. Roll call and declaration of a quorum by Secretary Parker.
All right. Cronin.
Here.
Sagami.
Here.
Emmeling.
Here.
Gert.
Here.
Jordan.
Here.
Bumper.
Here.
Insnelt.
Present.
And Maloney and Deason are excused. They're not here.
Mark had called and said he was delayed getting here today, so he probably not gonna be there.
Public comments. Do we have any comments from anyone online or in the audience, or anybody online or in the audience that's just making public comments? Second time, anyone online or in the audience that wishes to make a public comment? Third and final time, anybody online or in the audience that wishes to make a comment? Do with their hands up?
Nope, just me and Valerie.
All right, moving along, minutes from previous meetings. Item number 3, minutes from the August 8th, 2022 joint PC and ETZ meeting.
To approve.
Motion by Pincinel,
Second.
second by Mumper. On the question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. So carried. Communications, disclosures, and recusals. Members of the body should make any required disclosures or recusals during this time. Item number 4, written communications received. Have anything? All right. Moving right along, public hearings. Project number 20220294, Timber Ridge Builders. 131575 County Road L, Athens, Wisconsin, 54411, requesting a conditional use permit to allow for section 94.4.02, parent 1, G and H to be waived and modified within the 2F, two-family residential zoning district at 7111 Brianna Street, pin number 192-2808-243-0033. I'll open the public hearing. And presentation from staff.
Timber Ridge Builders has submitted a two-family home permit at 7111 Brianna Street. Upon review of the plans, it was noticed that they're not going to meet the 24-foot residential front of the building facing the road, and then the garage is going to exceed the 60% ratio. The code does allow a conditional use permit request to waive and reduce this down. So it would be 22 feet would actually be facing, and it's 65% for the garage space, and staff is fine with this. We recommend approval.
All right. Public comment period. Do we have anybody online or in the audience that wishes to make a public comment on this? Second time, anyone online or in the audience that wishes to make a comment? And third and final time, anybody online or in the audience that wishes to make a comment? All right, I'm going to close the public hearing. Staff recommends approval, discussion and action by the Plan Commission. Jim?
Exhibit A, is that the 2 or 3 attached items in the packet here? I didn't see anything labeled Exhibit A.
In regards, so I will do that when I send it to the county, but it would be the site plan and the building plans would be the exhibits.
So I'll restate my question. Exhibit A in the conditional use, which we were asked to approve, is these 3 sheets right here?
Correct.
That makes up Exhibit A?
Yes.
Thank you.
What are the other buildings in this area look like? Are they similar?
There's one next door that's
Cyan?
almost exactly like this,
Okay.
That they built a number of years ago.
And the reason probably being is it is a corner circular drive, right? Am I correct on that?
That's right in the corner.
Yeah, it's on the corner of the,
Yeah.
as the road turns, or I guess.
This is zoning map.
Part of Exhibit A.
There we go.
Corner there.
So that would be difficult.
What's your pleasure? Should we go through the,
Go through the determination.
Dynamic low pressure system.
item number 1 of the determination is the proposed conditional use consistent with the comprehensive plan, this chapter, and all other plans, programs, and ordinances adopted by the village.
Yes.
Yes.
Item number 2, the proposed conditional use in its proposed location and as depicted on the required site plan will not result in a substantial or undue adverse impact on nearby property, the character of the neighborhood, environmental factors, traffic factors, parking, public improvements, public property or rights of way or other matters affecting the public health, safety, or general welfare, either as they now exist or as they may in the future be developed as a result of the implementation of the provisions of this chapter, the comprehensive plan, or all other plans, programs, and ordinances adopted by the village.
Yes.
Yes.
Does the proposed conditional use maintain the desired consistency of land uses, land use intensities, and land use impacts as related to the environs of the subject property?
Yes.
Yes. Is the proposed conditional use located in an area that will be adequately served by and will not impose an undue burden on any of the improvements, facilities, utilities, or services provided by public agencies serving the subject property?
Yes.
Yes. Number 5, do the potential public benefits of the proposed conditional use outweigh potential adverse impacts of the proposed conditional use after taking into consideration the applicant's proposal and any requirements recommended by the applicant to ameliorate such impacts?
Yes.
Yes. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Ermeling, second by Zagami. On the question? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
So carried. Staff reports, items number 6 and, do we want to take them together or do you want to do them separate?
There's 5.
Okay, item 6, August 22, staff approved certified survey maps and site plans, and item number 7, August 2022, building permits.
Move to acknowledge items 6 and 7.
Motion by Zagami. Second by Mumper. On the question? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Miscellaneous, number 8, project updates.
This is just on as a reminder, take that housing survey. If you have not, it'll stay open until the end of October. We also do have scheduled, and I sent you all out, meeting notices, if you can make it, on October 25th at the new building. They will actually be presenting what they have so far. That'll be the 3rd and final open house for this study, so.
Not to be confused, it's not an open house for the new facility. It's an open house for the project.
It's just for the housing study.
We're talking about having an open house at some point, but not ready for it at this stage. Correct.
And by October 25, you'll have all your technology dialed in by then?
We just,
No, we'll have.
he
still have
just needs
these
a
things moved over.
PowerPoint, which they'll have. So we just won't, your next meeting will be actually in this room yet, because they won't have that over there, so. They won't have the audio.
All right, subsection B, TID 1 activity.
Not much to report there. We do have some interest still in the land, along Weston Avenue, south of, Tommy Docks and PGA in there. Beyond that, I don't think we have necessarily anything else going on in TID 1 at the moment. Besides our work on Weston Avenue, the Weston Avenue project is first and foremost.
Actually, there was the Bender property, so
Oh, that's correct, I'm sorry, yeah, that's in TID 1. I keep
next to the
reading on
drone.
there. There's some interest in that, yes. I met with the vendors on that, a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess those 2 items.
Subsection C, TID 2 activity.
So there, we had a meeting, last Friday with, a new owner for the former Lane Northwest property across from Quick Trip at Birch Street and Schofield Avenue. They're putting plans together for a
Multi-tenant building.
multi-tenant building, and, we're meeting next week with, Intercity State Bank, with their interest in redeveloping their site, building a new facility, a new office building up front, and I know they have much more land on that site that they'd like to redevelop into some other uses, so we'll be talking about that.
Where, on Fox Street?
So that,
Yeah.
yes, it's right across from, on Fox Street there.
Right next to Pick and Save.
The Wendy's, as you've probably heard, went out of business, so I've already given that to it's the same person who's looking at the vendor site is looking at other sites throughout the avenue, so. I think the Aldi's has brought some Chicago interest, he's out of the Chicago area, so.
And the only other thing would be, and I know this was sent out to all officials, we have a request for proposals out to prospective developers on this site for their ideas of what they may want to do with it, what they would offer for it, that type of thing. It's being coordinated through Kristen Fish. And we are asking for those to be delivered by the end of October. So, and no obligation to award anything, we're just hopefully gonna get some proposals and have some options on what we may do.
The plan commission will be involved because of the land use change that's gonna have to come with it.
Subsection D, site plans currently being reviewed by staff.
So Emily just finished up last week with the DC Everett admin building, so that should be getting going. They're working on getting their building permit ready, and then we're also finalizing the Wausau Supply project.
Lots of exciting things going on.
Yep.
Item number 9, sound announcements and commissioner remarks. Jim, you have anything?
Yeah, two things. One, a number of us attended a planning commission seminar in Nakusa last week, weeks ago, something like that. It was informative. It was good to see good representation by our municipality. There were very few other ones there, just a handful of like Rapids and Nakusa folks there. But we're the only one that showed a strong presence, I think, in the area. And then secondly, what is the timeline, or when would we expect to see that quarterly development agreement report for the planning commission? Is that something that would be at the beginning of the quarter, end of the quarter? What do
We're
quarters look
still
like?
working on it, so because we're moving, we have to have boxes ready next week, so I'm thinking it'll be after we move. Just because we've been working on other things, so I need to pull those together. The documents are still coming back. 2 of the projects actually just got finalized with the completion surcharges put back, given back to them or being cut, so we'll have it for you.
So we'll see it Monday, October 10th? Is that fair?
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I can work on it, but I
Because you can't have that many out there, right? When didn't we just make this change? There was 2 of them
we
at
have
the
to
last
go
meeting.
through them, so I wanted to do a complete list because you asked for it, so.
The existing ones that are out.
Right, you only have a half a dozen of them out there, right? Or 10 of them out there? New ones that you did,
I
not
wanna go
the,
through everything, so, I mean, I would like to make sure I have a full list, so.
okay. So by next meeting, could we have the 10 of them or however many new ones that you have? And then for next month, maybe for November, then you could backfill that list with what you had from old school completion surcharge, unfinished loose ends. Is that fair?
Sure.
Thank you.
Agree?
No.
Thank you.
Good.
Alright. Barb, no?
No. Okay.
Next regular meeting date, Monday, October 10th, 2022 at 6 PM. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Gert,
Second.
second by Jordan. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. So carried.